Right now, you're spending 40% of your week assigning tasks, 30% checking if those tasks are completed, and the remaining 30% sitting in a meeting reporting on the status of those tasks. You think you're a leader. You're not. You're a biological routing protocol. And in 2026 corporate ecosystem, biological routing protocols are the most expensive, inefficient bottlenecks on the balance sheet. They are currently being deleted. Before I break down the exact architectural shift you must make to survive the death of the middle management and the transition into the judgment-based leader, hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. I post daily videos showing you exactly how to navigate the global labor market using cold, hard engineering logic. You do not want to miss these blueprints. Generative AI agents do not just write code or draft emails anymore. They now handle task delegation, progress tracking, and workflow routing instantaneously with zero human intervention. If your primary value to the company is checking if the work is done, your job has already been automated. Today, we are completely redesigning the mandate of the corporate leadership. Grab a notebook. It is time to stop acting like a supervisor and start operating like a curator. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ed. To understand why my approach to the executive leadership is aggressively different from the generic management theory they taught you in a legacy MBA program, you must understand my underlying architecture. I hold a PhD in Human Resources, a master's from prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences TISS in Mumbai, and a bachelor's in computer engineering. I do not deal in emotional hand-holding. I deal in a structured algorithm of human capital operating on the ground here in Dubai since 2010. Consulting for apex corporate entities, I have witnessed a brutal transition. The era of the manager is over. We have entered the era of the curator. When execution is automated and infinite, the only thing that retains premium value in an elite discernment. Let us deconstruct the death of the Taskmaster, the rise of the curation economy, and the mechanics of the judgment-based leadership. Phase 1, the death of the Taskmaster, the efficiency trap. We must first diagnose the structural collapse of traditional middle management. For the last 100 years, the corporate hierarchy relied on the Taskmaster because human labor is inherently slow, prone to fatigue, and easily distracted. Companies needed an entire class of employees dedicated purely to administrative oversight. You were paid to walk the floor, look over the shoulder, and ask, is the report done? Are we going to hit the Friday deadline? In 2026, generative agents have reached 99% execution accuracy on administrative workflows. The efficiency trap. You are caught in the efficiency trap. You believe that managing workflows is a human value add. It is no longer a value add. It is an automated utility. Autonomous AI agents integrated natively into enterprise software like Microsoft Copilot and advanced ERPs autonomously ingest project requirements, fracture them into the micro tasks, and assign these tasks to optimal humans or digital worker and track the completion in real time. The Taskmaster is no longer a leader, they are the bottleneck. We have definitely transitioned from the era of how things get done to the era of what deserve to be created. If you are still running weekly, hour-long status meetings just to gather updates that an AI dashboard could have generated in 3 seconds, you are signaling to the executive board that you are computationally obsolete. You must abandon the trenches of the administrative oversight. Phase 2, the rise of the curation economy. If the machine is managing the timeline, tracking the KPIs, and generating the raw execution, what exactly is a modern leader supposed to do? You must become a curator. You're living in a world flooded with AI-generated, perfectly average outputs. When your junior analyst can use an LLM to generate 50 different market strategy, 20 different marketing campaigns, or 100 different lines of flawless code in a single, the problem is no longer scarcity. The problem is deafening the algorithmic noise. Taste is a new competitive moat. If you have 50 strategies on your desk, your job is not to praise your team's speed. Your job is to possess the elite razor-edge strategies taste required to identify the one strategy that will capture the market share, while eliminating the 49 that will bankrupt the company or destroy the brand. Think of a museum curator. The curator does not paint the painting, they do not build the frames, they walk through a warehouse of tens of thousands of pieces of art, and they select the specific 12 pieces that will create a cohesive, emotional, resonant, world-class exhibition. You must act as an editor-in-chief of your department. The machine provides an infinite supply of clay. You are the sculptor who chips away everything that isn't the masterpiece. Your role has shifted from a project bottleneck to a high-signal filter. Phase 3. The mechanics of judgment-based leadership. This operational shift requires a complete teardown of your mental model. In the past, you evaluated an employee's work based on technical correctness. Are there typos? Is their math right? Did the code compile? Today, the AI guarantees technical correctness. Therefore, the evaluating work based on technical accuracy is a baseline requirement, not a leadership skill. You must evaluate AI output for the strategic alignment and contextual nuance. Good enough is a new failure state. This is the most critical macroeconomic reality of the 2026. Good enough is dead. If your marketing campaign is good enough, it means it looks exactly like the marketing campaign generated by the AI of your 3 biggest competitors. When every competitor has access to the exact same generative tools, producing an average or good output means you blend perfectly into the background noise. You become invisible. To break out the noise, you must deploy decisive intuition. In high-stakes environment where execution speed is instantaneous, the ultimate premium is a human ability to look at the mathematically perfect AI recommendation and say no. An AI algorithm might analyze your Dubai operations and recommend laying off 15% of your regional sales staff. Mathematically, the AI is flawless, correct. It will optimize your short-term EBITDA by $4.2 million. But as a judgment-based leader, you possess human intuition and political context. You know that laying off that specific 15% will destroy your long-term high-trust relationship with key sovereign wealth funds. You look at the machine's perfectly calculated recommendation and you veto it. You execute the human override. You absorb the risk. That is a capability that cannot be coded. That is why they pay you an executive salary. Phase 4. Cultivating your organization palette. If taste, discernment, and intuitions are your new competitive advantages, how do you train them? You cannot learn taste from an Excel spreadsheet. You must aggressively cultivate your organization palette. 1. Diverse data ingestion. If you only read industry-specific reports generated by AI, your brain will into a same average algorithm as the machine. You must force a cross-disciplinary knowledge into your cognitive diet. A chief marketing officer should be reading supply chain logistics breakdown. A CFO should be studying behavioral psychology and a graphic design trend. Innovation in 2026 does not come from drilling deeper into your own silo. It comes from colliding 2 different, completely unrelated silos together to find a breakthrough that the machine missed. 2. The shift in hiring, the editor-in-chief profile. You must fundamentally change who you hire. Stop hiring task executor who wait to be told what to do. The AI is the ultimate task executor. You must hire editor-in-chief personalities. You want individuals with high need of cognition, people who naturally attack complex problems, who question the premise of the prompt, and who possesses the confidence to audit the machine's output. You are hiring junior curator, not the managers. Phase 5. Future-proofing for 2027 and beyond. As we look towards the 2027 corporate landscape, the hierarchy of value has been permanently rewritten. The people who do the work are being automated. The people who manage the people who do the work are being laid off. The commoditization of logic is absolute. The AI has all the answers. The AI can access and synthesize the entirety of the human knowledge in 400 milliseconds. Therefore, the ultimate human currency of the future are empathy, ethical judgment, visionary direction, and vibes. The danger of the passive pilot. I must issue a severe warning. The greatest threat to your career is not that the AI will replace you. The greatest threat is that you will suffer from passive pilot syndrome. This occurs when a leader becomes so comfortable with the speed and the efficiency of the AI that they stop interrogating the quality of the automated work. They stop reading the reports before they forward them. They stop questioning the data. They surrender their cognitive agency to the machine. When you become a passive pilot, you are no longer a curator. You have reverted to being a biological router. And as we established in phase 1, biological routers are deleted. The final mandate. Survival in this new hierarchy requires a radical embrace of a single, uncompromising mandate: curate or be automated. You must evolve from a supervisor of labor into a master of intention and outcomes. Let the algorithm handle the exhaustion of execution. Reserve your biological bandwidth for the absolute mastery of direction. Look closely at how you spend your workday tomorrow. Every single minute you spend asking a team member for a status update, you are acting as a legacy taskmaster. You are doing the work of a highly inefficient software script. You must step out of the administrative trenches and step into the curation command center. Stop checking if the work is done. Start auditing the structural alignment of the output. Stop managing people. Start orchestrating the machine. Master the art of the override and embrace your role as the editor-in-chief of your department's strategic vision. The age of the manager is dead. The age of the curator has begun. Process the data, execute the strategy, and I'll see you at the top.